I always imagined my life without a child because I really relished my freedom. The thought of clipping my wings was just not an option. I thought I was going to go live on a reservation or live on a commune or go to LA and be like an actress. That was my thing. It was surreal. I felt like I was always outside my body the whole time that I was pregnant, like this really wasn't me. And I was watching this person's life. So when I gave birth to Jacob, I still had that divide. And I would talk to him every day and I'd be like, Jake, I'm sorry I don't love you. I'm sorry that I can't hold you. And I would look at him and I would say, look, I'm sorry, dude, I'm sorry you got me as a mom. And he would be like 2 months old. And he's just kind of looking at me like, he never cried, he never did anything. He just sat there, he was like, Mom, we're gonna be so cool. That's how he looked at me, like, what are you stressing for? That moment, it was like a kick in the head, and I fell head over heels and I couldn't stop crying. And I just picked him up and it was just like love at first sight after 3 months. It's a journey. And there is no textbook that will ever be able to tell you what a journey into motherhood would be like. Even though I was doing the right thing by my kid, there was still some resentment because I didn't feel like me. That whole creative part of myself, I had to put it on the back burner so far back. And one day he was like, oh, Mom, where's that book? I'm like, what book? He's like, you know what about the Tooth Fairy and how she lost all her teeth? Because I used to make up all these stories to Jake. My version was she was addicted to heroin, so she lost all her teeth. But you couldn't turn it into a children's book. So he says to me, Mom, why don't you write children's books? And he's like, you write. You're always writing poetry. And I stood there, and my head started to spin because I have been writing all my life, and I always knew I was passionate about, but I never thought about being a writer. When he said it to me, I almost lost myself. You know, we are not just here for the children are here for us too. They're here to teach us so much about who we are. He is the only human being capable of making me the ugliest person in the world and the most awesome person in the world because he's the only one who has access to my heart and my soul like that.
The Untold Stories of Motherhood. See more stories at oxygen.com/baby. Presented by the Oxygen series, I'm Having Their Baby.